The Bread Fiend has made my life so practical.
Are you familiar with the Bread Fiend?
Why, yes.
When were you first introduced to the Bread Fiend?
The Bread Fiend started out as a troubled appliance, plagued with socioeconomic hardships, and struggled with an electric complex, which in turn affected his grasp on life. There seems to be archaeological evidence of the Bread Fiend's earlier existence. Nevertheless, the Bread Fiend's life really went awry. Pardon me, madam. When he fell in love.
But the music didn't last long.
My firstest toaster was a doozy. I stuck my hand in to get in the brood, but the toaster oven done bit me right smart. It hurt like a beep.
Yes, but what happened to the torrid love affair?
Touring? I don't know nothing about none of that. But all I know is my mama wouldn't let me get another microwave after that doozy.
Thank you for your time.
Hiya.
What psychological damage did the microwave provoke when she left the Bread Fiend?
Psychological damage would have been very severe. With, like, sadness and stuff. Mostly affecting the Bread Fiend's main switchboard, the thalamus, which resulted in much bewilderment and burnt toast.
I met the Bread Fiend in the Russian Revolution of 1917. We were beautiful communists, on top of the world until...
That's not what I asked. But can I conclude that he was, in fact, a pinko?
Call it what you may. It was beautiful. Communism!
Shut off the camera now!
I met the Bread Fiend in the winter of the worst year of my life. It was 1984. I had just finished reading 1984, and I was scared. Then I met the Bread Fiend at a Sex Pistols, Elton John, Diana Ross charity benefit gala. I introduced him to punk rock. The cheap kind. You know, the tiny wrap in a paper bag.
Are you referring to alcohol?
The only alcohol I'm talking about is the alcohol of the mind. It's poison. Do you know what happens when you play those records backwards? I sure don't. Cassettes all the way.
Are you for real?
This motivational book of poetry and my private journal tell me I'm but a mere shadow of some higher order 10-dimensional space universe.
Get out of here, you.
That's what they all call me.
Seeking refuge away from the hustle and bustle of the 1980s punk rock scene, the Bread Fiend collects his thoughts and publishes 2 coffee table books on the origin of the universe, drawing his inspiration from his picturesque, log cabin-laden wilderness habitat. He briefly met the widely acknowledged poet, Henry David Thoreau Rugg. Sadly, after years of pain and anguish, the Bread Fiend knew the relationship was doomed to failure, but both felt emotionally tied to the other. They quietly harnessed their electrical cords together and jumped into a sea of despair, ending their love and life. And ending this movie. Thank God.